I'm on my way up. Just jump in now.
Hi, it's Isabel975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I'm just taking a ship down to Shinrarta Dezhra, the place where it's a bit Wild Westy and it can go all a bit messy. And I arrived in system to get interdicted by this commander, who was in a wing with two TOC members, and they're winging it around. I think there's a Phantom and an Eagle, and there's some mines being dropped, the usual sort of shenanigans you get in Shinny. Luckily for me, Al was close by and was dropping in to save me. You know, one large ship versus three, two mediums and a small is always going to be an awkward thing. And now I was later told that this ship that I'm shooting at was completely unengineered, so yeah, it certainly didn't have the strongest shields, but it had quite a lot of hull, so fair play if it's a completely unengineered ship. I don't know what you're doing trying to interdict my Anaconda in a completely unengineered ship, but then some people's choices in this game boggle my mind. Anyway, Al's about to drop in, and as soon as Al does, the Phantom and the Eagle tend to focus on him, and I'm pretty much ignored now for the rest of the fight while Al's in here, which is great for me, because I get to spaff loads of frag ammo at medium ships from long range, and we're safe because I'm able to reload in a minute. Yeah, there was a lot of Discord comments after this incident. One claiming the ship that we were fighting was completely unengineered, another one saying that I'd run away from an Eagle and a Phantom, which I was surprised about because I'm stuck in here for absolutely ages. I've speeded this footage up and the whole incident takes forever, so like if I'm running away, I didn't do a very successful job or very expedient job of running away. I stayed here and went through all my ammunition and then reloaded and nearly went through all my second ammunition, but you know, it is what it is. Now another thing that happened was TOC enacted an old strategy of theirs, which is when someone in their wing is about to die, they turn on them and kill them to try and pinch the kill. Now this has never bothered me because as long as the person dies, I don't care who actually gets the final blow. And as you've seen in a lot of my videos, I deliberately stop shooting quite often to let someone else get the kill, because I don't care, and also notoriety. Though I wouldn't have had to worry about notoriety in this case, I would have had to worry about treachery, because if I kill an Archon Delane member, I get treachery. And I'd only just gone and done my 5,000 merits for the week. Admittedly, I always give myself a couple of 100 merits buffer in case I end up killing someone and getting treachery. Given the amount of commanders pledged to Archon Delane and the type of commanders pledged to Archon Delane, I could well end up fighting them on a regular basis, so I always give myself a bit of a buffer just in case I do end up killing someone and getting a bit of treachery. But yeah, me and Dark Owl pretty much focused on the one ship. I got left alone for the most part. I got mined a few times, but not like extensively. I think in the whole time I'm in here, the last time I checked I was on about 70% shields. You'll see me checking a bit, but I did get hit just after that, so it's probably about 60% by the time I landed. I'm not too sure, but certainly not in the danger zone that I was running away fearing for my life. And I hadn't even fired a bank, I don't think, by the end of the fight. I might be wrong about that. If you see me fire a bank, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I mean, this is not the hard-edged PvP build it could be, but it's a decent enough Anaconda. It does me well. It's got a wake scanner, so I'm one booster down, but it's got decent shields, a couple of banks, and double banking it can get its shields back pretty quickly, and firepower wise it's pretty up there, though it doesn't have the armor because it has a huge fuel scoop in there, the biggest I could fit in there under the shields. But yeah, it's nice to be able to refuel quickly on those long journeys, and this is one of the ships I use to jump around the bubble. Now TOC are, you know, always on the periphery of a fight looking to get a kill, so I'm didn't expect anything different from them than when somebody's on low hull for them to switch target and start shooting them. In fact, I could hear the plasma charger charge up, and I thought, I'm not using plasma chargers. Al, I think, is using all plasmax, so I think that's Indril that's shooting him. And I was actually right, it was Indril's plasma charger that was tinking away. That eagle is so good at like stealing kills right at the death. Hasn't got the most amount of firepower, is just a really annoying ship because it will whiz in, do a bit of damage and then run away for long periods. There's no way like you want to be fighting that in an Anaconda, trust me, because it's just not going to happen. You know, some of the mines are having trouble getting to me because I am all screening shell, so there's a lot of frag ammo going out the front, so it was clearing the mines for me a little bit, though mines are one of my kryptonite. Mines and torpedoes, well known that I'm rubbish against, you know, mines and torpedoes, but it doesn't really bother me that much. You know, it's one of those weaknesses that don't come up very often. Not a lot of a fair few people use mines, not many people who can like continue with the torpedoes, because they're a one-trick pony. Once you've missed with the torpedoes, you kind of just exit the fight. It's a bit of a one and done strategy, that one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the strategy. I have a stealth torpedo ship stowed away somewhere for those surprise occasions, but you know, that is what it's for, is like a surprise, haha, not really as a sustained combat strategy. But there are a lot of builds in this game that are like a good surprise builds, but against certain things they fall apart very badly. You know, like mines don't like point defense, and you know, reverberating cascades don't like people that can accelerate away. I wasn't sure, I think it was one of the TOC guys had crimes on, hence the swarming of the police. At this point I was just boosting after phantoms and things, so I was like, said to Al, I'm just going to head to the station, and then lo and behold, Al sees Spoons is still damaged in Super Cruise, so we pick up the fight there and try and go for the kill on the guy that started this all off by interdicting me. So, you know, and fair play to him, he interdicted me in an unengineered ship. I'll give him props. I wouldn't say it's the most sensible thing to do, but you know, fair play, ballsy. And yeah, didn't turn out the best for him, but then, you know, it's Shinny. Lots of people die in Shinny on a regular basis. You know, I like an evening up at Shinny hanging out and having 1v1 after 1v1. I don't do particularly well, but I win some, I lose some, and yeah, I'm not too fussed if either way. As long as it's a good fight and I'm not being speedrun, I never really mind when it comes to PvP. But as you can see, I'm way out of this, like trying to shoot with frags from that range. I'm not doing anything. And I'll switch now to Spoons' view and see if you can like take notice of what weapons are hitting him as he dies. It's, you know, sad when your wingmates turn on you like that, but it is the TOC way.
Frameshift drive charging. Cabin pressure alert. Under attack. Eject. 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 Eject.
There you go, as you see, we didn't get the kill. Indril did, and yeah, like I said, if you're going to try and claim a win, go ahead. Well, I'll let you guys judge who's the winner and the losers in that encounter. I'll say I did go and buy a Sidewinder. I got an idea for some videos involving a Sidewinder because I never flew one back in the day, would you believe? On day one of the preview program, I sold my Sidewinder, or got rid of my free Sidewinder, got in a hauler and headed straight to Slough. Slough Orbital in Vespa M4, and that was my first day playing the game. So I never really flew a Sidewinder, and I've never really got to grips with the Sidewinder or really engineered one into a Super Sidey. So yeah, that project may take a while because, you know, I'm like with engineering. I took it from the fact that Spoons was waiting outside in a clipper with 8 torpedoes and 2 rail guns that he was hoping for a bit of retribution, but I just jumped back to my carrier. Torpedoes are my kryptonite, so I tend to avoid engagements with torpedoes. Plus, they're kind of a pointless weapon, because if they hit you, you're going to jump away because your shields go. If they miss you, they're going to jump away because they've spaffed most of their hard points. It's like one of them. It's a one and done weapon. I've never seen the appeal myself. I mean, I have a stealth torpedo boat. It's great for surprise attacks, but beyond that, it's a bit pointless. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. I did offer a 1v1s to people, but unfortunately they were getting off, so that never materialised. So I headed back to my carrier and called it a night. That's all. Thanks for watching.